Okay, we will solve a problem on air standard diesel cycle. Air standard diesel cycle. Okay. In the previous lecture video, I had given efficiency, mean effective pressure derivation. Okay. Here, initially, you have to draw a diesel cycle. A diesel cycle consists of 4 processes: 1 to 2 isentropic compression, 2 to 3 constant pressure heat addition, 3 to 4 isentropic expansion, 4 to 1 constant volume heat rejection. Okay. What is given? Given they have given compression ratio. Compression ratio is the volume before compression to volume after compression. It is P1 by P2. P1 by P2 is given. It is 16. Okay. I will write given data initially. P1 by P2 is 16. Heat is added during the process 2 to 3. 1 to 2 is isentropic compression. 2 to 3 is constant pressure heat addition. Therefore, I will write it as QS. QS is the heat added. It is 2500 kilojoule per kg. Okay, 2500 kilojoule per kg is the heat added. Lowest temperature in the cycle. If I draw its TS diagram, okay, I think it is not necessary, but also I will just draw. This is 1. Okay, 1 to 2 is isentropic compression on a TS diagram. Okay, 2 to 3 constant pressure process, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1. Okay, here if we see on the TS diagram, we can get which is the lowest temperature. Okay, this is the lowest temperature. Pressure, temperature T1. Therefore, T1 they have given lowest temperature T1 is equal to 300 Kelvin. Okay, lowest pressure is P1. It is equal to P1 is equal to 1 bar. Usually we will write in kilopascal because we will write heat transfer in kilojoule, and characteristic gas constant are in also kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Therefore, it is better to write heat transfer in pressure in kilopascal. Okay, kilopascal, pressure in kilopascal. 1 bar is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 2 kilopascal. Okay, this is the given data. This is the given data. Now, this is not necessary. If you draw PV diagram for this problem, it is sufficient. Okay, it is sufficient, but PV diagram is necessary. Without drawing PV diagram, if you solve completely correct, then also you may not get any marks, because that doesn't mean any sense if you write V1, V2 without drawing PV diagram. Therefore, always draw PV diagram. That is the first point. First, what they have us to calculate pressure and temperature. Pressure, temperature at each point. Okay, we have to calculate P2, P3, P4. Why I have taken this problem is, if you calculate pressure and temperature at all the point, other thing you can calculate easily. Okay, therefore you should know how to calculate pressure and temperature at all the point. You have to find P2, P3, P4. Okay, we will calculate. How to calculate P2? You should know the basics, that is PVT relations. Okay, PVT relations you should know. PVT relations. Okay. For the process 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is isentropic compression process. Therefore, for the process 1 to 2, P2 by P1. P2 by P1 or P1 raised to gamma. P1 raised to gamma. It is equal to P2 raised to gamma. Okay. For the process 1 to 2, P1 raised to gamma is equal to P2 raised to gamma. Okay. We can calculate P2 like this. P2 is equal to P1 into P1 by P2 raised to gamma. P1 by P2 raised to gamma. What is this P1 by P2? P1 by P2 is 16. Therefore, P2 is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 2 into 16 raised to gamma equal to 1.4. For if the air, it is 1.2. For air, it is 1.2. You have to, if they give certain value of gamma in some problem, you have to take. They don't give any value of gamma for diatomic gases. gamma is equal to 1.2 for a monoatomic gases gamma equal to 1.2. For air you can assume 1.2. If you calculate like this, you will get P2 value as P2 value. Okay, you will get P1 they have given this. You will get P2 as 48.5 bar. Okay. .5 bar you will get. Okay. You will get P2 is equal to 48.5 bar. You will get P2 is equal to 48.5 bar or into 48.5 into 10 raised to 2 kilopascal. Okay, kilopascal. Okay, now we have calculated P2. We have to calculate P3, V3. Okay, how to calculate T2? We have to calculate T2 also. No, we will calculate T2. Okay, T2 by T1. T2 by T1. T2 by T1 is equal to P1 by P2 raised to gamma minus 1 by gamma. Sorry, raised to gamma minus 1. Okay. If you calculate, you know T1. If you calculate T2 here, T2 is equal to T1 into P1 by P2 raised to gamma. Okay. T1 is 300 into 16 raised to 0.4. Okay, you will get T2 value. T2, if you calculate like this, okay, T2 you will get as 909. Okay, 909. T2 you will get it as 909 Kelvin. Okay, 909 Kelvin. Once you get T2, P2 is equal to P3 because 2 to 3 is constant pressure process. Therefore, P2 is equal to P3. This is one thing. Next, what you have to calculate? You have calculated P2, P3, T2. Now you have to calculate T3. Okay. To calculate T3, we have to use heat added value. Okay. This much. I will drop this one. P2 is equal to P3. Is equal to, because it is a constant pressure process, it is equal to 48.5 into 10 raised to 2 kilopascal. Okay. Now we will calculate T3. We will calculate T3. How to find T3? This can be calculated in several ways. We can use PV equal to MRT formula also. Okay. We can calculate this in several ways. Okay. Now T3, we have to calculate T3. Okay. To calculate T3, we know QS, heat supplied. Heat supplied is equal to, it is the heat supplied in a constant pressure process. Constant pressure process. Therefore, it is Cp T3 minus T2. Okay, Cp T3 minus T2. Okay, you know value of QS, that is 2500. Okay, Cp 1.005. If nothing is given, you can take 1.005 T3 minus T2. T2 you know, just now we have calculated T2 909 Kelvin. 909 Kelvin. Okay, therefore you will get, if you simplify this, you will get T3 value as, T3 value you will get 3409. Okay, 3409 value, 9 Kelvin. Okay, T3 you will get. Okay, now you have to calculate P4, T4. Okay, T4 you have to calculate. Okay, T4 you have to calculate. We know T3 by T4 or T4 by T3. T4 by T3. T4 by T3. Sorry. T4 by T3 is equal to Phi3 by Phi4 raised to gamma minus 1. Okay. Phi4 equal to Phi1. Phi4 equal to Phi1 because 4 to 1 is a constant value process. Therefore, Phi4 equal to Phi1. Therefore, I can write T4 equal to T3 into Phi3 divided by Phi1 raised to gamma minus 1. Okay. We neither know Phi1 nor we know Phi3. Okay. Then we cannot calculate. Use this formula. If there is only one unknown, we can calculate. Therefore, we have to calculate Phi1 and Phi3. How to find Phi1 and Phi3? Okay. We know one formula that is true at all the points. That is ideal gas equation. Okay. P1 small p1 is equal to RT1. Okay. If it is P1 capital P1, then it is MRT1. Okay. Here capital V is total mass, total volume. Small v is specific volume. Small v is specific volume. Okay. Its unit here, small p unit will be meter cube per kg. Okay. It is total volume capital V divided by M, and R is a characteristic gas constant. R is equal to 0.287 for air, kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay. Using this formula, we can calculate small Phi1. Okay. Once we calculate small Phi1, we can calculate Phi2. Then we can calculate Phi3. Then Phi4 we can calculate. Okay. Therefore, we will calculate Phi1. Phi4 equal to Phi1. Therefore, we can calculate Phi. Here, pressure you have to substitute in kilopascal because R value of R is in kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Therefore, pressure has to be in kilopascal. Pressure at 1 is 1 into 10 raised to 2 P1 into small v1, okay, is equal to R is 0.287 into T1. Temperature T1 is 300 Kelvin. Okay. This formula P1 is equal to RT1 or P1 is equal to MRT1. This is true at all the states. We can write P2 is equal to MRT2. We can also write P3 is equal to MRT3. We can also write P4 is equal to MRT4 also, like that. Okay. If you use formula like this, okay, if you calculate small P1 if you calculate, you will get P1 value as, okay, P1 value you will get it as 0.858 meter cube per kg. 0.858 meter cube per kg. Okay. This is P1 value you will get. Okay. Now, P1 you got, P2 we have to calculate. How to calculate P2? Okay. We know this ratio. P1 by P2 is equal to 16. Therefore, P2 is equal to 16. P1 divided by 16. P1 divided by 16. You will get P2 value. How much you will get? You will get P2 value as 0.0536. 0.0536 meter cube per kg. Okay, meter cube per kg. Once you calculate P1 and P2, then we can calculate P3. Okay, we can calculate P3. Okay, for the process 2 to 3. Okay, I will rub this. Okay, we can calculate P1, P2, P3 we have to calculate. Now for the process 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is a constant pressure process. Okay, P equal to C, constant pressure process. P2 by T2 is equal to P3 by T3. P2 by T2 is equal to P2 by T3. We know P2. Therefore, P3 is equal to P2 into T3 divided by T2. Okay. P2 into T3 divided by T2. Okay. If you substitute values here and if you calculate P3, you will get P3 as 0.2. P3 you will get it as 0.201 meter cube per kg. Okay. Now what we are calculating? We are calculating T4. Okay. T4 we are calculating. Okay. T4 by T3 is equal to P3 by P4 raised to gamma minus 1. Okay. Which is P3 by P1 raised to gamma minus 1. Because P4 equal to P1. Okay. P3 we know P4 is equal to P1. Okay. If you substitute P3 and P1 here, you will get T4 is equal to, in this formula P3 is equal to 0.201, P1 is equal to, just now we have calculated those formulas, those values. If you substitute, you will get T4 is equal to 1908 Kelvin. 1908 Kelvin. Okay. Once you calculate T4, you can calculate P4 also. Okay. You can calculate P4. How to calculate P4? Using this formula. P3 raised to gamma is equal to P4 raised to gamma. Okay. Therefore, P4 is equal to P3 into P3 by P4 raised to gamma. Okay. P3 by P4 is equal to P3 into P3 by P1 raised to gamma. Because P4 equal to P1. If you substitute P3 and P1 in this equation, you will get P4 as, I will rub this one. You will get P4 equal to, okay, we are calculating pressure and temperature at all the points. Okay, P4 equal to 6.36 into 10 raised to 2 kilopascal. 6.36 into 10 raised to 2 kilopascal. You can calculate this in several ways. Okay, this is the one way which I have used. Okay. Now, we have calculated pressure and temperature at all the points. Thermal efficiency second we will calculate. Thermal efficiency of a diesel cycle, we have derived this expression. You can refer previous lecture video. 1 minus 1 divided by RC. That is one way. Using that formula, you can calculate. That is one way. That is 1 minus 1 divided by RC raised to gamma minus 1. Okay, RC raised to gamma minus 1 into R raised to gamma minus 1 divided by into R raised to gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into, here it is gamma will be there, into RC minus 1. Okay, this is one of the formula. Using this you can calculate. Okay, here all values R value is, R is equal to P3 by P2. Okay, P3 by P2. That is one way. Another way, even if you calculate here, you will get, if you substitute all this, you will get efficiency value. That is one thing. Second way, you can calculate efficiency is equal to QS minus QR divided by QS. Okay, that is nothing but efficiency equal to 1 minus QR divided by QS. Okay. So where heat is rejected here, QR, during the process 4 to 1. Okay, how to calculate QR? heat rejected in a constant volume process is equal to CV T2 final temperature minus initial temperature. Okay, therefore 1 minus QR is equal to CV T4 minus T1, okay, divided by Cp, that is heat added, okay, Cp into T3 minus T2, T3 minus, okay, T2. If you calculate using this formula, or even if you can calculate using this formula, you will get both same efficiency value. You have to substitute. You will get efficiency is equal to, you will get efficiency equal to, okay, efficiency, thermal efficiency 54.8. You will get QR equal to, you will get QS they are given 2500. Okay, 1 minus QR, I will write the specific values here. QR equal to 1147.9, 1147.9. QS they have given 2500. Okay, if you calculate here, you will get efficiency as 54.08. 54.08 you will get efficiency. Okay, this is one thing. Next, if you calculate, next what they have asked, power developed you can calculate. Okay, power is nothing but rate of doing work. Okay, therefore if you know work done, power is nothing but rate of doing work. Rate of doing work is power. Okay, how will you calculate power? Power is nothing but work done into mass flow rate. If you multiply mass flow rate to the work done, then you will get power. Okay, power is equal to M into work done, mass flow rate into work done. Okay, you will get power. Okay, therefore power is equal to M into work done is nothing but heat supplied minus heat rejected, because it is a cyclic process. For a cyclic process, work done is equal to net work done equal to net heat transfer. That is from the first law of thermodynamics. M dot is 0.25. Okay, QS minus QR. QS is heat supplied, that is 2500, minus QR is just now we have calculated L104 point something, it was there, L104.9, sorry, L147.9. okay, 1147.9, 47.9. okay, therefore you will get work done value as 33.8 kilowatt. As we have substituted heat transfer in kilojoule, work done you will get in kilowatt only directly. Okay, sorry, power you will get in kilowatt only. Okay, this we have calculated.